sharing experiences, really important, learning from each other, hearing from our expert speakers.
I want everyone to really take control of their health, because it's your body and your life, and if you're not in control of it, no one else will be.
Turns out that almost all pacemakers are completely fine to go through an MRI scan.
Both septal ablation and surgical treatment show good results. It's safe, comparable.
HRT for many women is a lifesaver.
However, and it was a real shock, they told me I did need a transplant.
It's funny being a carer. You know, sometimes people don't take their medicines properly and you get cross at them. Why are you not taking your medicines?
I would say the next big stage in the development of this story was our understanding that this is, in many people, a genetic condition. So it's a heritable and transmissible disease.
So some of the pros of genetic testing are that we can find a causative gene change in some people.
And thank you for everyone who's still here. You are the die-hard conference fans. Not that, you've stuck with us all the way through, but we're close to the end. Throughout the day, I have been trying to introduce myself to you all individually and say hello to everyone, but I don't think I've managed to get everyone yet. So if I haven't spoken to you already, as Emma said, my name is Joel, and I've got the great honour of being Chief Executive of Cardiomyopathy UK. So it's always important to remember some of the absolute basics, and this is that as a charity, we firmly believe that everyone affected by cardiomyopathy should live a long and fulfilling life. That's a fundamental belief of the charity. We also know that that's not always the case at the moment. And because of that, we need to bring about some changes. And what we need to do is we want to improve the ability of people affected by cardiomyopathy to cope with the condition. We want health and social care professionals to be better able to detect and treat cardiomyopathy. We want there to be better treatment options and support services for people with cardiomyopathy. We want it to be simpler and quicker to get that appropriate support and treatment wherever you live. And we want more people who may have cardiomyopathy or may be at risk of developing the condition to seek medical help. This is what we want as a charity. But here's the thing, there's absolutely no way on earth we can bring about those changes without the help of our volunteer group. So without the help of volunteers, with people engaging, with the community engaging with the charity, we're not going to be able to do those things. And if you think, and I was in the office the other day just thinking about the amazing things we've already done this year because of our volunteers. And I just want to highlight some of them. So our support group leaders and peer support team, they're the ones who are out there running support groups, speaking to people over the phone. And their job is to make people feel less isolated and better able to cope. I think we've done something like 220 support group meetings this year already. I know we've spoken to almost 200 people on the line. We've got support group leaders in the room today. I've seen a lot of them about. Stick your hand up. They really do a fantastic job, and I think we're really proud of our support group leaders. So I know we send out quite a lot of surveys, but they're really important. So people who respond to our surveys, we've got some change makers, I think, in the room as well. People engaged in research. Just this year alone, they have fundamentally helped us to win the argument for new drugs. They've enabled us to go to the government and to NICE and say, we need this drug and this is why it's important to us. We couldn't do it without that input. Their input has also helped us power our policy work. So when we're banging on the table of government, we've got the numbers to back it up, and we know what we're talking about. Those people have helped to shape research, and all of this means that the care and treatment you receive actually meets the needs. So if anyone in this room has filled in a survey, if you're a change maker, if you've helped with research, we owe you a round of applause as well. And Rita, we gave the award to Sarah Bishop this morning. So Sarah's one of our fundraising volunteers. I think there's plenty of other fundraising volunteers in this room. I'm always amazed at what people do, from bake sales to marathon runners. But because of our fundraising volunteers, because of our donors and our supporters, I think we're good to raise over £1 million again this year. And so big round of applause to them. And I think we all know that raising awareness is so important. And the best way to do that is for people to share their own story. Yep. So whether it's Jim, you at conference this morning, or people who've been in papers for us, people who've been on social media, all those people who are brave enough to share their own story, they're helping us get that word out so fewer people are walking around at risk of cardiomyopathy and not knowing about it. So thank you very much to everyone who's done that. And the year's not out, so I'm sure there's plenty more to do before we get to New Year. So here's the pitch bit, right? So we've done the thanks, this is the pitch bit. So if there's anyone there who's thinking about getting involved, supporting others, these are some of the things that we do and some of our things that our volunteers do. So like I said, we have support group leaders. These are people who sort of give up their time. We train them, we support them, and they're the ones running our network of local support groups. We were able to get some more money from the National Lottery, so we're really looking to expand that group, making sure that we're all over the country, that we can reach all different types of cardiomyopathy in all different communities. So we're really going to be pushing for more support group volunteers. Our peer support volunteers do an amazing job just picking up the phone and speaking to strangers who are quite often just been diagnosed, and they're lost and they're scared and they're confused, and just having a friendly voice on the phone, someone who's been through it themselves and telling their story. It can be really transformational. Again, we're looking for more of our heart-to-heart peer support volunteers. I don't know, has anyone here been on our Facebook support group? There's some people here, and I saw Ian before who helps run it. That it's a great place to be, but we need more volunteers to help make sure that it's safe, that it's appropriate, and that we can respond to everyone. And we're always looking for young people to join our panel. I'm glancing around the room to try and find anyone under 30, but we need more people. There you go. We need excellent. You're in. That's one. We need more people to be part of our youth panel. So if you're interested in any of this, we have staff here. I think who's around is Christy here and Beck around. I'm around. Grab staff. Grab anyone in a t-shirt and tell them, and we'll get you signed up. We also need people to help us grow our community. So we want people, whenever we're out there, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram, follow us on other things that we do, and retweet us. If we're promoting something, it's really simple. Just click, click, click. Obviously, you can tell I'm not great at social media, but press, whatever it is you do, tweet. But make sure that we can get out there and you're sharing the news that we're putting out. Also, I think we all know we've got employers, we're maybe part of other clubs or societies. Speak to them. We need you to be quite evangelical. We need you to go out there and saying, hey, I know this really good charity that's helped me. Can we be your charity of the year? Can you do a collection? Can we have a tin in there? So go out there and advocate for us. We have some people who do some amazing fundraisers. I'm always amazed by the range of crazy fundraising ideas that get out there. But we've got a team at the office who can help you develop your ideas, who can support you with your fundraisers. We're looking for people who can be out there fundraising for us. And like I said, if you're interested in telling your story, helping us spread the word, we always want to hear from you. So anyone who feels that they can help with us, please do get in touch. Sharon's over there. Sharon can stand up and stand up. So Sharon and some of our other fundraisers there, go and grab them. Go and grab them and tell them. And like I said, we're also really building on some of the policy and research work that we've done. So we are looking for people who can come onto our website. We had some of our researchers here today. If you haven't spoken to them already, go onto our website. It's really important that you're looking and finding out about research opportunities. We had Heart Hive today. If you haven't signed up to Heart Hive already, do so. It's like a really good dating app for people who are interested in research and researchers, and you can get together and then you can go off and do whatever you want. That's none of our business. So it's a really good site to get on there and engage with. We're always looking for new change makers. So these are the people who are really helping to drive changes in their local community. So they're the ones who are sort of on the front line, sort of fighting for that. It's quite a difficult job, but we're really looking for people to be engaged with that. And soon we're going to be changing the ways that we bring together people to help with our research work. So we're going to be building more research networks and signing up to newsletters. So anyone who's interested in the research and policy stuff, who we've got, Catherine's over there. Wave. Go and grab her before the end and talk to her about it. So I just want to reiterate a big thank you to everyone who's engaged with us and volunteered with us, and really it keeps us going, and it's a fundamental part of our success. And like I said, just a final plea from me that if you feel that you're able to volunteer in some way, if it's at the right time in your journey, and you feel that you're ready to do something to give back a little bit for the charity, we really do encouraging you to do that. And ultimately, I certainly believe wholeheartedly that if we can keep building our volunteer team, if we can keep supporting them and engaging with them and helping them do their job, then we're going to get closer to that end vision. We're going to be able to make those changes, and we're going to get closer to that world where everyone affected by cardiomyopathy lives a long and fulfilling life. So thank you very much. And hand over to Rita.